3 months later, the strange rat left at a store had changed a lot. Most people would be surprised to learn their cute new friend was actually an alien rat. But this kind woman didn't mind. She had found the little furball outside her grocery store and already loved it. She decided to take care of it and make it a beloved part of her family as it grew up. The story of this unusual creature started in a local store's parking lot. A couple found a tiny white animal all by itself, just 1 day old, and left to fend for itself. They quickly rescued the baby and brought it to safety. Then they began searching for someone who might be willing to take care of this mysterious creature. Fortunately, it didn't take long for someone to step forward and offer to provide a home for the little one. The creature was healthy and well hydrated, but it needed regular milk, warmth, and care. After all, it had been separated from its mother and abandoned on the street before even opening its eyes. And the woman who had come forward, Olly, knew that she was taking on a huge challenge. Consequently, she had no intention of keeping him forever. The kind host initially planned to care for the unwanted newborn until he was of adoption age, usually around 8 to 12 weeks. She then planned to give him to a no-kill shelter, where he would grow up and wait for however long it took for someone to adopt him. But within days, a strong bond had grown between Olly and the tiny creature, and she gave him the name Olly. However, not everyone was enamored with this Olly guy. When Olly showed a girlfriend a photo that she'd taken of him on the day he arrived, her pal remarked, he looks like an alien rat." It was hardly a glowing review, but Olly laughed it off and got on with her maternal duties. Indeed, one woman's alien rat was another's loyal companion. So, Olly got Olly to sleep by putting him near her heart. She did this by wrapping him up in a hand towel and placing Olly in her shirt, a method she called a burrito. Moreover, it meant that she could carry him around the house easily while doing the dishes, typing reports, and folding laundry. Writing on social media alongside a picture from day 3 of their relationship, Olly exclaimed, "Look at that happy look on his sweet little face." Yet, although Olly barely took her eyes off Olly during the first week, he was yet to even open his eyes. Then, just when the pair were getting into a routine, disaster struck. One evening, Olly showed symptoms of severe dehydration, which can prove fatal to newborn alien rats. So Olly rushed him to an animal hospital for a late-night emergency appointment. Hours later, veterinary specialists had given Olly the necessary meds to save his life and reboot his health. They then provided Olly with some tips to aid his recovery and sent them both off. Back at home, the patient did some extra napping to recuperate while his doting mom kept watch. Thanks to Olly, the junior furball made it through the night, and the very next day, on his 12th day with Olly, something miraculous happened. Olly opened his eyes fully for the first time. His career subsequently reported on social media that he'd given her this happy little dazed look of a happy and full baby. It was love at first sight, and soon Olly had become a stage 5 clinger. Moreover, he seemed completely besotted with the woman who'd ensured his survival. Sure enough, he was beginning to look a lot less like a sewer-dwelling alien rat and a lot more like a household pet, specifically a kitten. When this adorable snap was taken, he had survived for a whole fortnight, and according to vets whom Olly spoke to, the signs were that he would make it to adulthood. He could still be carried in one hand at this point, but he was growing at a rate of knots. As for his personality, it seemed that this kitten was very much a people person. Olly explained, he would cry and cry and cry if he heard people outside of the room he was kept in. I made sure it wasn't due to hunger. Kittens cry horribly when their bellies are empty. Sure enough, he'd reject the bottle and just chill on me instead. Olly was also an increasingly energetic pet. He liked perching on people's shoulders once he became too big to sit inside shirts, and when his mom took breaks from cuddling him to eat her lunch, he'd give her serious side-eye and meow like there was no tomorrow. But he still had her best interest at heart because when she was recovering from leg surgery, the kitten gave her comfort and the company she needed, becoming her little healer. But Olly wasn't the only non-human lodger vying for Olly's attention. During a routine exploration of his home, which often involved creeping under sofas, Olly came across a tank containing Olly's gorgeous pet betta fish, Rainbow. Thankfully, though, his well-fed feline housemate was only interested in drinking Rainbow's tank water. Another was watching birds gathering in Collie's backyard, but homebody Olly didn't feel ready to venture outside, preferring to linger on the warmer side of the screen door. Well, so big that Collie had to use both hands to hold him up. 3-month-old Olly is not just her precious baby, but also a very handsome cat with teal blue eyes, large pink cute ears, and long whiskers. His alien rat phase was far behind him. Moreover, human shoulders weren't ideal for sitting on anymore. Collie's favorite weirdo was nonetheless still finding novel places to curl up and go to sleep in. For months, Olly had found that his owner had bought him his own scratching post, but he mainly liked to hang out on the back of Collie's sofa. Although, on one occasion he selected a rather unfortunate napping spot on top of her purse. It's clear that being a mom to Olly had changed Collie's life for the better. With that in mind, and now knowing how to care for a tiny kitten, she was open to taking in another one. Rescue kitten number 2 had been brought to her attention by a male pal via social media. The tiny tabby was abandoned by her pal's neighbors when they bought a new property. Collie agreed to take in the kitten, but was worried that Olly would become jealous, as he was very spoiled by this point. Recalling memories of Olly's first week, Collie carted home the miniature brown, black, and white kitten and set him down in his box on the carpet. Would Olly accept him as a brother, or if not a brother, at least a friend? Well, people say that pets become like their owners, and this certainly seemed to be true of Olly, who graciously accepted the adorable kitten as a new member of the family. Before long, the wise foster cat was cuddling up with the fluffy lodger on a blanket and teaching him the ways of the world. After spending 8 weeks with Olly and Collie, the little kitten, who was later named Ryder, was all set to leave and find a new home. Collie posted some ads, and within just 15 minutes, 3 people were interested in adopting Ryder. It turns out, many people understood the joy of taking care of a tiny kitten like Olly. Surprisingly, even Collie's friend who used to dislike cats and called Olly an alien rat had become a big fan of Ryder. In her social media post, Collie shared, "Olly has a special place in my heart and is now a permanent part of our family." Raising a kitten from day one was challenging, but very rewarding. He's one of the most lovable kittens I've ever met. What would you do if you found a pet like Olly? Or do you have such experience? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.